Homeownership has always been a key element of the American dream, but the Census Bureau report says that these days, fewer than 2/3 of Americans are homeowners.
That's a 20-year low, and Jim Axelrod dug into the reason why. It turns out age has a lot to do with it.
45-year-old Matt Perdue has a 10-year-old daughter and a good job in public relations. What he doesn't have is a house, which is just how he likes it.
I never have to deal with maintenance. Broken pipes, cleaning the gutters, mowing the lawn.
But this isn't just a question of convenience. Perdue had his eyes open the last half-dozen years.
In my lifetime, we've had 4 or 5 periods where home sales have just plummeted. Home values have just plummeted. So maybe Americans are starting to finally get the sense that a home isn't necessarily an asset. It can be a liability.
Home ownership is down across the board, but it's fallen most among Gen Xers, those between 35 and 44, dropping from nearly 67% before the recession to 59% today. Ownership among millennials, those under 35, fell as well, from 41 to 36%. Realty Track's Darren Bloomquist is not surprised the numbers have fallen.
We've seen 7 million homeowners lose their home to foreclosure or short sale over the last 7 years. And that alone represents about 7% of the homes in America.
How are you?
Bloomquist expects the housing numbers to climb if a sustained economic recovery generates more security for millennials and Xers. If not, they'll join Matt Perdue as members of homeownership's lost generation.
To me, the American dream is freedom and having the flexibility to go when your lease is up, maybe upgrade to a better place, and not be stuck in debt to a bank.
Bloomquist says there's been a flip when it comes to lending. It's the government now, he says, that's pushing for a loosening of lending rules, hoping to jumpstart home ownership. And it's the banks asking for tighter requirements, not wanting a repeat of a burst housing bubble. For CBS This Morning Saturday, this is Jim Axelrod in New York.
It's really interesting what's happening. I mean, as Jim points out, it's tougher to get a loan. That's playing a role in this. But the psychological hangover from the recession is deep.
I know. I wonder if economists factored that in all of the things that were trickled down, that people would actually be skittish.
I think it's like after the Depression. I mean, it lingered for years, a long generation.